solve this radical equation. This is a little bit trickier, but again, a couple ways you can do it, but I usually recommend moving the smaller one over to the other side, so let's do that. So I'm going to write this as 2x plus 3, root 2x plus 3 equals 2 minus root x minus 2. Now I'm going to square both sides, and be careful to square the entire side. So I'll get 2x plus 3 equals, let's FOIL this out, it's going to be 4 minus 4 root x minus 2 plus x minus 2. I don't really need those parentheses there, but I'll write them anyway. Now I'm going to move everything. My goal now is to get this by itself so I can square both sides and solve. So to do that, I'm going to subtract 4. Actually, this is 4 minus 2, so that's actually just 2. So I'm going to subtract 2, so this would be a 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. And then subtract x, so this is just going to be positive x. So this is what I get. Now I'm going to, at this point, square both sides. Be careful to square them correctly. Again, that doesn't distribute in. I have to FOIL it out, so it's like x plus 1 times x plus 1. So I get x squared plus 2x plus 1 on the left. And on the right, don't forget to square this, so that's a positive 16, which, by the way, that might have introduced an extraneous solution right there. You just got that. In fact, sometimes if you look at the red right here, if you look at it right now, you might even be able to decide right now, oh, there's no solution. Because this right here, this right here, that whole problem right there, can't be, that's got to be a negative number. Because this thing has to be positive. You can't take the square root of a negative, and you're multiplying it by a negative 4. So this whole thing right here has to be a negative number. This thing right here would have to then be a negative number, which I guess is possible. So we can maybe do this problem. So sometimes though you can look at it and you can identify before you're even done, oh wait, this is impossible, if you're good at seeing that kind of stuff. Anyway, let me finish the problem. I'm going to distribute 16 in. Now I'm going to notice how I'm lining up my equal signs. That's an important thing to do, is to keep track of your problem. It's easier to go back and check it, and teachers like to see that too. Now anytime I have a quadratic equation, which I have now, isolate or set it equal to 0 so that you can then factor or complete the square. So I'm going to subtract 16x from both sides, and I'll get negative 14x, and I'm going to add 32 plus 33. Now this number, I think that factors, because 33 is 11 times 3, so this is going to factor into x minus 11 and x minus 3. It's always nice when that happens, because then you feel like you probably did it right. And so my solutions are either 11 or 3. Let's check them. Check 11. Plug 11 back in here. You get 22 plus 3 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. Plug in 11 here. 11 minus 2 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. 5 plus 3 does not equal 2, so 11 doesn't work. Now try 3. If you plug in 3 in here, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. 3, plug in 3 minus 2 is 1. There's 1, and 3 plus 1 equals 2 is not true, so that's not true either. So we actually got two solutions. It seemed like they were right, but neither one of them worked. So there's no solution.